So this guy unalived a woman, and apparently he fed her to his friends. The story is wild. Now his name is Chicken Man, and he's a small-time Zaza dealer in New York, and he's pretty much homeless. But one day he meets this couple, Sylvia and Sean. And Sylvia and Sean agree to let Chicken Man live with them in their nearby 2-bedroom apartment, if he agrees to pay half the rent. So Chicken Man agrees, and he moves in. But here's the thing about Chicken Man. He's a weird dude. He's kind of crazy. He often rambles on about how he's going to be a cult leader or how he's going to be president one day. And he also carries this pet rooster around with him all the time on his shoulder, which is why people started calling him Chicken Man. But anyway, now that Chicken Man is in a better situation himself, a few times a week he likes to cook up about 30 to 40 pounds of soup or pancakes or whatever, and he brings it to the park to make sure all his homeless friends get a hot meal. So that's nice of him. But soon after Chicken Man moves in with Sylvia and Sean unfortunately break up, and they decide to move out of the apartment. And Chicken Man is like, oh shit, I can't afford this apartment alone, and he doesn't want to be homeless again. So he decides to look for a new roommate. And that is when he meets this woman, Monica. And Monica's a dancer, she's from Switzerland, and Chicken Man thinks she is fine. And Monica also happens to be looking for a place to live. So Chicken Man, he brings her back to his place, and they end up smashing. And he's like, hey, wanna be my roommate? And she's like, sure. And so Monica eventually moves in, and her name's on the lease. A few days later, she starts bringing random guys home with her to smash. And as you can imagine, this pisses Chicken Man off. I mean, he really likes Monica, but she only sees him as a friend/roommate. And so they start fighting about this. And after all this chaos goes on for a while, boom, Monica suddenly asks Chicken Man to move out and find a new place to live. And Chicken Man is like, what? I brought you here. I don't even have anywhere else to go. And that is the moment when low-key, Chicken Man starts hating Monica. And he starts going around and telling all his friends around the park that he's gonna unalive her. But nobody believes him because he always just rambles and says crazy shit all the time. So at some point, Monica's finally had enough of Chicken Man's crazy antics. And she confronts him and she tells him he needs to move out right now. And they get into this huge fight. And during this fight is when Chicken Man finally just loses it. And suddenly, pow! He punches Monica in the head. And then he grabs an extension cord and he starts to strangle her with it. And then he continues to beat her up. And he grabs a knife and he stabs her over and over again, 30 times, until she's unalived. And then he puts her in a bathtub and he dismembers her. A few days later, Sylvia, she goes to the apartment and she lets herself in. And there, on the stove, she sees a big soup pot boiling. And she's like, oh, what's that? And she looks in it and she sees Monica's head. And she's like, oh my god, what the fuck? And then she goes to the bathroom, and there she finds parts of Monica's body in the bathtub. And so she immediately pages Chicken Man's pager, because I guess he has a pager. And they meet up, and Chicken Man, he's honest about the whole thing. Like, he tells her everything that happened. Like, yeah, I unalived her. And so Monica's like, you get that body out of the fucking apartment. And so Chicken Man, he goes home and he cleans everything up, and some of Monica he packs away in the freezer, and some of it he puts in a duffel bag and he stashes it at the local bus station, and some of her he boils down in the soup pot. Here's the thing though, this whole time, Chicken Man's still been feeding all the homeless folks in the park. And wouldn't you know it, he's been feeding them soup, while also admitting to them that he unalived Monica. Which none of them believe him because he says crazy shit all the time. So the homeless folks, they start joking around that Chicken Man had been feeding them soup made of Monica. Which honestly, that may have actually been true. But that's just a rumor. There really is no way to officially confirm that. Now, eventually, someone tells police about Chicken Man, and they tell them that Monica is also missing. So police, they go and investigate. And they question Sylvia, and she goes and she tells them about finding Monica's body parts in the soup and in the tub. So police, they go and they pick up Chicken Man and they question him, and dude is so crazy, he doesn't even try to deny any of it.
And then I went ahead what I did to her. I dissected her body totally.
So then, bam, they arrest him. And I couldn't find a mugshot, but here he is in real life. So Chicken Man is charged with murder, he goes to trial, and he's found not guilty by reason of insanity. He had apparently been diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. So they send him to a maximum security psychiatric facility where he apparently still lives to this day. So, shout out to New York, I guess.
I bet you like that video. Like, comment, share, and follow us for more videos. Thank you.